Psychology, the scientific study of the mind and behavior, has undergone a profound transformation over the centuries. From its rudimentary beginnings, grounded in philosophy and rudimentary observations, to a complex discipline encompassing an array of therapeutic modalities, psychology has evolved into a significant field vital for understanding human experience. In this essay, we will explore the historical development of psychology, highlight the critical role of psychologists in today's society, and passionately argue that there is no longer any cause for shame in seeking psychological support. The inception of psychology can be traced back to ancient civilizations. Early thinkers such as Aristotle and Plato pondered questions regarding the nature of the human mind and behavior, laying the groundwork for future inquiry into the psyche. However, it was not until the late 19th century that psychology began to assert itself as a distinct scientific discipline. This transition was spearheaded by the establishment of the first psychological laboratory by Wilhelm Wundt in 1879 in Leipzig, Germany, marking the birth of modern psychology. Wundt's focus on empirical methods and introspection was revolutionary, providing a systematic approach to studying conscious experience. As psychology matured, various schools of thought emerged, each contributing to our understanding of the mind. For instance, psychoanalysis, founded by Sigmund Freud, delved into the unconscious mind, emphasizing the importance of early experiences, dreams, and repressed thoughts in shaping our behaviors. In stark contrast, behaviorism, pioneered by figures like John B. Watson and B.F. Skinner, positioned itself against introspection, arguing that psychology should focus only on observable behaviors, rejecting the internal states that psychoanalysis sought to explore. The mid-20th century witnessed the advent of humanistic psychology, which shifted attention to personal growth, self-actualization, and the intrinsic value of human experiences. This perspective was championed by influential psychologists such as Carl Rogers and Abraham Maslow, who advocated for a more compassionate approach to treatment, one that emphasizes the individual's innate potential for healing and growth. In contemporary times, psychology has burgeoned into a diverse spectrum of theories and practices, including cognitive, behavioral, and neuropsychological approaches. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, which blends cognitive and behavioral techniques, has become one of the most widely used therapeutic modalities, emphasizing the interconnection between thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Moreover, advancements in neuroscience have facilitated a deeper understanding of the biological underpinnings of mental health, paving the way for treatments that target mental illnesses at the neurological level. Despite the significant strides psychology has made as a scientific discipline, societal perceptions of mental health remain fraught with stigma. For many, the idea of visiting a psychologist conjures feelings of shame or inadequacy, reinforcing the outdated notion that seeking help is a sign of weakness. This stigma can be traced back to the misunderstandings surrounding mental health issues, which have historically been perceived through a lens of moral failing or character weakness rather than as legitimate health concerns requiring professional intervention. It is essential to dismantle these misconceptions to foster a healthier attitude towards mental health care. Just as individuals seek medical treatment for physical ailments, be it a broken leg or a chronic illness, so too should they feel empowered to seek psychological support when facing emotional or psychological challenges. No one should shy away from discussing their mental well-being or feel embarrassed about consulting a psychologist, for this is a testament to their strength and commitment to self-care. Accessing psychological support can lead to profound benefits, not just on an individual level, but for society as a whole. Many people mistakenly assume that therapy is only necessary for those grappling with severe mental health conditions. However, therapy can benefit everyone, providing essential tools for coping with stress, improving relationships, and enhancing overall emotional resilience. Engaging in therapy can foster a greater understanding of oneself, encourage personal growth, and equip individuals to handle life's challenges effectively. Additionally, individuals who seek mental health support often share their experiences, helping to normalize conversations about mental health within their communities. Furthermore, research continues to demonstrate that therapy can lead to measurable improvements in individuals' cognitive, emotional, and behavioral functioning. Recent studies have shown that those who engage in regular therapy report higher levels of satisfaction in their personal lives, improved productivity at work, and even better physical health outcomes. These findings underscore the importance of viewing therapy not as a privilege for the troubled few, but as an invaluable resource available to all individuals, regardless of their current phase in life. In an era marked by rapid change and uncertainty, the need for mental health resources is more critical than ever. The COVID-19 pandemic flattened boundaries and exacerbated feelings of anxiety, loneliness, and despair for many individuals, magnifying the importance of seeking psychological support. It highlighted the reality that mental health is an integral component of overall well-being. Therefore, when people open the door to psychologists, they are not only challenging their stigma, but also contributing to a broader cultural shift that acknowledges mental health as a prioritized aspect of human existence. Addressing the barriers that deter individuals from pursuing psychological help is crucial in transforming mental health care. Educational initiatives advocating for the importance of mental well-being can aid in cultivating a culture that celebrates psychological support as a normal aspect of life. Through community outreach, campaigns, and open discussions, we can empower individuals to reach out for help without hesitation. By showcasing positive narratives of therapy and the journeys of those who have benefited from seeking assistance, society can begin to reshape its perception of mental health. It is through the act of seeking help that individuals affirm their commitment to their mental well-being. No person should consider themselves lesser for needing psychological assistance. In fact, only the most courageous people understand the value of mental health and actively choose to prioritize it. Our society must embrace this transformative mindset, shifting away from the burden of stigma and towards a collective understanding that mental health is inherently linked to personal and societal well-being. Today, mental health professionals are equipped with an extensive array of tools and techniques designed to support individuals through various psychological challenges. Psychologists, psychotherapists, and counselors bring unique perspectives and practices adapted to the diverse needs of the population. These professionals play a pivotal role in guiding individuals towards self-discovery, healing, and empowerment. Rather than perpetuating the myth that only the mentally ill seek therapy, we must acknowledge that maintaining mental health, like maintaining physical health, is a lifelong journey. In conclusion, the field of psychology has grown immeasurably from its philosophical roots to its contemporary status as a valuable source of understanding and healing. As we move further into the 21st century, we must shed the stigma that surrounds mental health and the pursuit of therapeutic support. Psychological help is not a sign of weakness. It is a proactive step taken by individuals who strive for growth, understanding, and balance in their lives. There should be no shame in seeking the assistance of a psychologist. Rather, it is an affirmation of one's commitment to betterment and a recognition of the importance of mental well-being. As we move forward, let us work collectively to create a world where mental health is openly discussed, valued, and prioritized. A world where no one has to feel ashamed of seeking the support that can lead to a more fulfilled and balanced life. The evolution of human thought is a fascinating tapestry woven from various threads of discipline, culture, and creativity. Among the most significant intellectual pursuits are philosophy and art, two realms that, while often perceived as distinct, have profoundly influenced one another throughout history. This essay endeavors to explore the development of philosophy and how art has not only reflected philosophical ideas, but has also actively influenced and expanded philosophical discourse. By examining key historical periods and notable figures within both domains, we will uncover the intricate relationship between art and philosophy, highlighting instances of mutual enrichment that have shaped human understanding and expression. The roots of philosophy can be traced back to ancient civilizations, such as those of Mesopotamia, Egypt, and particularly Greece. Early philosophers, notably Plato and Aristotle, sought to understand the nature of existence, ethics, and human behavior. Plato's concept of the forms emphasized the idea of ideal forms exemplified through artistic representation, suggesting that art is a reflection of a higher reality. This notion is crucial as it illustrates the initial connection between philosophical inquiry and artistic expression. Art serves as a means to contemplate and communicate philosophical ideas about the world. In the realm of art, early expressions, be they cave paintings or Egyptian hieroglyphs, served not only as aesthetic experiences, but also as reflections of humanity's understanding of the divine and the cosmos. These early artworks embody philosophical questions regarding existence, spirituality, and the human condition. For instance, the intricate depictions of gods in Egyptian art reveal a society grappling with the complexities of life and the afterlife, embodying philosophical concerns about morality and the nature of the soul. As we transition to the classical period in Greece, a richer dialogue between art and philosophy emerges. The aesthetics of the time, exemplified in sculptures, architecture and theatre, not only inspired but also provoked philosophical inquiry. Works such as the Parthenon, representing perfection through mathematical proportions, raise questions about beauty, symmetry, and the divine. Philosophers like Aristotle were influenced by these artistic standards, further contemplating the significance of mimesis, the imitation of life in art, as a conduit to understanding fundamental truths about reality. The Renaissance marked a pivotal point in the development of both philosophy and art. This period catalyzed a revival of classical ideas and fostered an environment where art and philosophy flourished in tandem. Artists such as Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo were not only creators, but also thinkers who engaged with philosophical concepts through their work. Da Vinci's studies of anatomy and perspective reflect a philosophical inquiry into the nature of knowledge, observation, and the human experience. The influence of Neoplatonism during the Renaissance is also significant in understanding the relationship between art and philosophy. This philosophical movement sought to reconcile ancient Platonic thought with Christian theology, promoting the idea that beauty in art could lead one to the divine. The ornate works of Botticelli and Raphael encapsulate this blend of the ethereal and the material, encouraging viewers to ponder existential questions while simultaneously experiencing aesthetic pleasure. This connection is a testament to how artistic expression not only mirrored philosophical ideals, but also propelled philosophical discourse forward by engaging the senses and emotions of the beholder. Philosophy during the Renaissance evolved with thinkers like Descartes and Spinoza, who further interrogated the nature of reality, self, and existence. The dialogues between visual art and philosophical thought in this period illustrate a collaborative pursuit of truth, where the complexities of human experience are explored through both rational inquiry and artistic representation. The Enlightenment brought forth a new age of reason, individualism, and scientific discovery, which significantly impacted both philosophy and art. Philosophers such as Kant and Rousseau championed the idea of individual autonomy and the capacity for reasoned thought, which resonated deeply within the artistic movements emerging at the time. Romanticism, in particular, arose as a reaction against the rationalist tendencies of the Enlightenment, emphasizing emotion, nature, and the sublime. Artists such as Turner and Constable embraced the natural world in their landscapes, fostering a sense of connection between humanity and the environment. Their works resonate with philosophical explorations of the self and nature, as seen in Rousseau's writings on the inherent goodness of humans and their relationship to the sublime in nature. This era demonstrated a shift where art began to challenge philosophical ideas, urging thinkers to consider the emotional and subjective aspects of human existence beyond mere reason. In this context, the profound impact of art on philosophy becomes evident. The romantic idealism surrounding self-expression and the exploration of the human psyche compelled philosophers to grapple with concepts of authenticity, individual experience, and existential dilemmas. The portrayals of human emotion in art catalyzed philosophical discussions on the nature of existence and identity, exemplifying how artistic innovation can push philosophical boundaries. As society underwent significant transformations in the 19th and 20th centuries, art and philosophy continued to evolve, often in concert with one another. The advent of modernism brought about a break from tradition in both artistic expression and philosophical thought. Artists such as Picasso and Duchamp dismantled conventional notions of representation, leading to abstract and conceptual art that mirrored philosophical ideas about perception, reality, and meaning. Philosophers like Nietzsche challenged established moral and metaphysical beliefs, advocating for the idea of the will to power and the role of individual creativity in shaping one's values. The intersection of art and philosophy became particularly apparent during this time, as artistic movements such as Surrealism explored the unconscious mind, echoing the philosophical inquiries of Freud and Jung into the depths of human nature. Furthermore, the socio-political upheavals of the 20th century prompted critical reflections on identity, power, and existence, which were vividly depicted in the works of artists and writers alike. The existentialist movement, represented by figures such as Sartre and Camus, grappled with themes of absurdity, freedom, and authenticity, ideas that were vividly illustrated in literature and visual art of the time. The collaboration between artistic innovation and philosophical contemplation illustrates the continued relevance of both spheres in grappling with the complexities of modern life. As we entered the late 20th and early 21st centuries, the dialogue between philosophy and art took on new dimensions in the context of postmodernity. The questioning of grand narratives and the embrace of pluralism in both domains highlighted the fluidity of interpretation and meaning. Artists like Jeff Koons and Damien Hirst employed irony and critique of consumer culture, invoking philosophical questions about art's purpose and the nature of value. Contemporary philosophy also reflects this multiplicity, with thinkers like Derrida and Foucault challenging established norms and exploring the role of power and discourse in shaping knowledge. The cross-pollination between art and philosophy in contemporary times emphasizes the importance of questioning assumptions and exploring diverse perspectives, thus fostering a dynamic environment where innovation thrives. In recent years, movements such as feminist philosophy and ecology have influenced art and vice versa, as artists respond to pressing societal issues with visual commentary and philosophical analysis. The interactions between these fields are notably poignant in the realms of identity politics, environmental ethics, and technology's impact on humanity. Throughout history, the development of philosophy and art has been intertwined in a rich and complex dialogue, influencing and challenging one another at every turn. From ancient civilizations grappling with existential questions to the contemporary exploration of identity and societal critique, both realms have enriched human understanding and expression in profound ways. The influence of art on philosophy and vice versa highlights the necessity of cross-disciplinary engagement in pursuing truth and meaning. As we continue to navigate the complexities of the modern world, the interplay between art and philosophy remains as vital as ever, encouraging us to explore, reflect, and question the nature of our existence and the myriad ways we express it. Ultimately, it is this continual dialogue that reflects the essence of the human experience. A quest for understanding shrouded in creativity, thought, and expression.